Welcome to Coruzant Technologies, home of the Digital Executive Podcast. Welcome to the Digital Executive. Today's guest is Daniel Liu. Daniel Liu is the director of INFLUXO, a premier NFT creative studio and partner of INBlockchain, one of the most influential investment groups in the Asian crypto space, incubating blockchain projects like Big One, Rum System, MobileCoin, and Mixin. Before his asset management, compliance, and angel investment experience in the blockchain space, Daniel worked for Deutsche Bank and other financial institutions and investment firms in Europe. Daniel studied in Frankfurt and Maine and Stuttgart in Germany and Wuhan in China and holds a MA from Frankfurt School of Finance. Well, good afternoon, Daniel. Welcome to the show.
Good afternoon, Brian. I think it's good afternoon, right? It's good night for me, right?
You're right. Actually,
right now.
Good morning to you, actually. Yes. And I appreciate you jumping on because you're right now in Hong Kong and we're having this amazing podcast traversing the globe. And this is what's so exciting about this. So Daniel, let's jump right into these questions. I want to talk to you about your background, your career a little bit here, but you've got quite the career in technology as an analyst, director, and now you're the director at INFLUXO. Did I pronounce that correctly?
Yes.
Could you share with our audience the secret to your career growth and what inspires you?
Yes, for sure. Well, once again, thanks, Brian. I feel very honored to be here. So my career is actually centered around finance, technology, FinTech, and nowadays blockchain many. So actually, the goal of my academic path was to become a banker, a consultant in a large financial and traditional institutions. So I got my master's degrees in Frankfurt, in Germany, in Europe. And then I started working as a risk and management analyst at Deutsche Bank at first. And what drove me to step into a different spheres is purely out of my curiosities at first. So actually, we are now at the times of digital transformations, and many novel technologies has been reshaping many industries, and certainly the financial sectors. So if there is a secret of my career growth, it might be the curiosities of a new trend and also be optimistic and try to think and live in the futures. Just like many people in the crypto industries, Bitcoin led me into this rabbit hole. So a future of tokenizing everything using blockchain technologies has certainly inspired me to go out of my comfort zone and jump into the new Wild West of the crypto space. So I joined INBlockchain. It is one of the most prominent investment companies in the Asian and Chinese crypto space. So we're in blockchain, we're incubating and seed funding meaningful blockchain projects. And we've funded like Saya, Zcash, EOS, Qton, MobileCoin, and Big One, and pulling also all sort of those projects. And my main job here is to work with entrepreneurs, founders, and advises the management from the companies on those strategies, negotiations, legal matters, corporate finance, and also the implementations. So as until this year, we saw the rising of the metaverse and NFTs. So with the backup and support for our partners in Latin America, in Singapore, we founded INFLUXO, an NFT creative studios and marketplace, which caters to producing quality collectible collections and one-of-a-kind masterpieces in select collaborations with sports, entertainment personalities to generate exclusive opportunities between supporters and featured collaborators. So our vision is to build a Hollywood in the future, the Hollywood filmmakers studio in the future metaverse. Yeah.
I love that. That's so much there, and it's really, really exciting. And Daniel, if you didn't already know that our platform, the Coruzant publication here, we're actually moving we're actually built on blockchain technology now, and we actually issue NFTs around our digital media. So it's exciting, and I'm glad that we're able to converse about this topic tonight. So thank you. So Daniel, let's talk about the pandemic, right? We think it's starting to lift, and I know things have changed now, but what are your plans for business growth going forward? And will it be any different than the last 16 months?
Yeah, sure. So, actually, we are I think everybody is looking forward to the lift of the pandemics. And I think that in the post-COVID world, certainly a lot of changes have taken place or will take place in terms of social economics, in terms of our lifestyle, our working styles. So before, I think in the pre-COVID world, as an investor, as an entrepreneur, there's a lot of meetings, conferences, a lot of pitches in persons, and nowadays everything is moving into the internet. So one of the confirming trends we saw is that there is a blurring boundaries between the digitally virtual world and our real life world. So remote work, contactless payment, entertainment, content consumptions over internet purely will continue or will dominate our economic and social lives. So as an investors, I think there is a lot of changes in this space, and we're certainly near to be a pioneer of this trend. So this is also the trend we saw as an opportunity when we built out INFLUXO. As physical communities worldwide were on a lockdown, virtual communities in the crypto sphere were empowered to develop and to expand, guiding and merging the financial sectors and all other sectors with digital art, games, augmented realities. So, as a newly creative NFT studio, INFLUXO is breaking the mold as far as NFT platforms by making progress from creation to NFT auction easier than ever before. So we want to build our own marketplace to differentiate from other marketplaces already out there. So as you said, what's our plans going forward is that our minted NFTs will not only represent digital collectibles endorsed by athletes, celebrities, while also at the same time, we will connecting the friends to the real world experiences. So our NFTs is not only in digital art, but it will be a token redeemable for in-person meetups and traveling with the personalities themselves. So it's both an intersection of the digital world and also the real world life experiences.
I love that. This is really catching on now, and I can't wait to see, your platform continue to grow. So thank you, Daniel. And Daniel, let's talk a little bit about technology. You're obviously leveraging some new and emerging technologies in your tech stack, right? Is there anything you might be able to share with us?
Yeah, sure. So I think NFTs suffer from this broad terminologies, which unfortunately just make it hard to contextualize at first. Like if you ask them in the traditional media, it may just means crypto arts. Actually, it's so much more than that. I always try to give the explanation that an NFT is akin to a new type of file format, similar to how you were to transfer a photo of yourself or a document over email. Like you are sending it as a JPEG, you're sending it as a PDF, but blockchains have their own digital native files. And an NFT is just a digital native file for a blockchain network. And that can be anything from art, from a collectible. It can be a series of your podcast, right? So it can be a carbon credit or any type of financial product that needs to be unique. So it can be really, really broad. And I think that NFTs are making our blockchain technologies and all the ideologies of decentralization and the metaverse become mainstream. So in INFLUXO, we are leveraging the blockchain technologies and also use the underlying technologies of our own wallet technologies powered by Big One, a crypto exchange, to improve the user experiences and to make them feel there is a seamless transactions from our real life world and also the traditional internet purchasing experiences to the blockchain world.
This is just so exciting to talk about this because you and I are in the same space right now. Yeah. The fact that, we've moved our publication Coruzant into the NFT space, and it's just really, really exciting. So this is just awesome. So Daniel, let's switch gears. This is our last question. Can you share something from your career experience that might be helpful for those to grow their career in tech or leadership?
Yes. So we've talked about a lot of technologies here, but what I want to emphasize here is that as a technology leader, and also if you are wanting to grow your career in technologies, we should not only focus on the technologies. So, for example, for INFLUXO, for our NFT creative studios, actually, it's more than technologies. It's more of a licensing business and to work with entertainers, to work with soccer players and athletes. So the soft skills like negotiations, communication skills, and also those sort of things, and also your knowledge, your wide, broad knowledge for all sorts of topics should be very important when you grow into your skills. So when you want to develop your career path. So I think that those old wisdoms from our human lives in the long histories will be also practical. It will also be very, very helpful when you just want to develop your career in the technology spheres.
I love that. Thank you for sharing. And you're absolutely right. If you want to grow your career, you want to move ahead, it's more than just being focused on your skill set or the vertical that you were educated in, right? It's more about learning soft skills, learning about helping others as well. So thank you for sharing that. And Daniel, it was a pleasure having you on today. I look forward to speaking with you real soon.
Likewise, Brian. Thank you.
Bye for now.